Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I'm Gypsy Girl, here to give you another monthly reading for Leo for the month of July. I want to thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, and your comments are most welcome. What does Leo need to know? What are the important messages for Leo for the month of July? Thank you, Spirit. What does Leo need to know? What does Leo need to know for the month of July? What are the important messages? I thank you, Spirit, for protecting me, keeping me safe, for protecting the collective, keeping us safe. What does Leo need to know for the month of July? Thank you, Spirit. Opened up on the Tower and Victory with the Nine of Cups and the Four of... Oof, okay. Well, Leo, all the cards are showing off here. We have taking back what's yours, holding back, keeping secrets, people getting a victory with a tower, probably. This one, let me take away some of the noise. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a busy month. Fire signs in particular. Sagittarius too is having a bit of a bout. So, and I did mention in the Sagittarius reading that fire signs would feel the shift. So don't feel like you're alone in this. As a fire sign, I mean, the Lovers, new beginning. You're deciding on going forward. You're being led there, so you're deciding to follow. Let Spirit guide you. That's what Sagittarius was having. That reading of, that willingness to follow what Spirit wants for you to get to your destiny. Being innovative and following your truth. What does Leo need to know for the month of July? Thank you, Spirit. What does Leo need to know for the month of July? Just one more. What does Leo need to know? The layout stays the same. Disappointment from the past, changing perspective. You've come to realize certain truths. That's why you're making decisions to go different directions or changing your mindset. It's going to happen. It's happening to the fixed signs. If you don't know which ones they are, then or you're not interested in knowing. Honestly, it's a question of how you feel for the month. Just check in with the moons, see how your full moon, how that affected you, if anything you were planning was coming into fruition, and if it didn't. If you feel like there's tug of war going on in your life, then yeah, you might want to just sit with it for a bit. Lay low, like they say, lay low. Not telling you to avoid people, but see how you feel. What does Leo need to know? Thank you, Spirit. The layout stays the same. It's Wow, we had this card in the shuffle and it came back. So yeah. The first line is about you, the viewer, and if you're not Leo, you're looking at this because you are connected to a Leo, well then this is still you, or you may fall into the second line. But this is usually the viewer. Okay. The second line is the significant other. Again, take it as it resonates. When you do get the messages, you may want to flip positions. And then the third line is the outcome to this reading. Okay. In the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Wands with the Star and the Ace of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Knave, and King. Well, you're taking on new direction for sure, because you're determined to get to the truth. You want to take things in a different, to a higher level. If you're holding back, you may want to listen to the lesson for the 11th of July. That would be concerning holding back, and self-love is mentioned there, where you know, you just listen to it if you feel inclined to. You don't have to, but it's because of the way the cards are showing up here that I'm recommending it, because they did come. Holding back, wanting to speak, knee-jerking sensation where you want to say something but you don't want to, you don't know if you should. That's why you should listen to it, because I see taking back what was yours or overpowering another person. Closing off a cycle, going back in time, past love, coming into the present. Again, that knee-jerk situation where should you go forward with what you know, should you hold? It's a little bit of a tug of war, and that's what is expected of this month, especially coming toward the middle of the month through to October. We're going to have those sensations where we want to do something and then we second guess, or we hold back because we're thinking about it a little deeper, and then we realize this is not what I want to do, or this is what I want to do. It depends. I mean, everyone will feel it differently, but what's common is that we're paying attention to that sensation of tug of war. You know, 1 minute you're going and then next minute you're pulling back. Indecision would be a good description for that, but you do make a decision in the end, and it's usually for the best. So here we see the ending of a cycle, following intuition, coming up with the truth. There is a closing off here, there is a ending of a cycle here. You may find yourself choosing to close off a situation because either you or you are finding that someone else is not worthy. And it could be because you're holding on, or you're trying to take back what was taken from you. Take it as it resonates. Let's see what this Five of Swords actually does. Bring us the King. So there's a control, that innovation to take the control, take back, you know, overpower, overwhelm with healing is coming into this. This is higher arcana. So if this was done to you, you're facing it now and you're standing up and saying, no, I don't want this anymore. I don't trust the situation. I don't trust you. I don't trust somebody's words or someone's acts, their actions. Like, you're feeling that you need to say or do something. That's why I say you should listen to that lesson on the 11th of July. You do have the strength. Sagittarius got that too. You're facing it. You have the strength to face it, even if you feel you don't, and even if you feel you don't trust, and even if you feel that it's not going to pan out for you. Facing it, that which you don't want to face, facing it brings you to succeed. It brings you to recognizing what you've had in the past, if it is with the Queen of Pentacles, or if it is for the Queen of Pentacles. Like I said, if it's not you, the Queen of Pentacles, then it's you, the significant other, that you're looking into the Queen of Pentacles. And if it is you, the Queen of Pentacles, then you will close off and you will be able to move on, because she is stability. Let's take a card or two. And I see here we have some teamwork going on from the past, which reflects on that 6. Okay, let's see what the Queen of Pentacles represents here. See the Wheel of Fortune, King of Swords, King of Pentacles. So provider, there it is. It is your time. If you want to go with someone, you're going to end up with them, because the Wheel of Fortune says so. You're going to close off a cycle with love, with claiming it, because you have the strength. And then there's the 5, the Hierophant. So it's a question of proposal. You will either make the proposal or you will say yes to that proposal. What is the... See, we have the Emperor. This is people who you are connected to. So what is the 7 of Cups? We have a lot of closure going on here. 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords with the Sun, and someone... Okay. We're going to leave it at the Sun, because this is where truth comes in. Again, we saw the 10 of Swords here. So this is a question of culmination, ending cycles, changing situation completely with what was said, final betrayal coming out, truth being exposed, ego even if it is, because this is a harsh time. These next couple of weeks here coming up, as of the 9th, even since the beginning of July, it's just picking up momentum now. So between now and the 17th, you're going to feel that up and down. You're going to feel that jerk pulling and shoving, and you're going to feel argumentative. You may even burst out, because somebody, could be you, viewer, I don't know who you are, but somebody is going to expose truth or ego or both. Let's see what this for. Again, truth, ego. Yeah, it is truth and ego coming up, because it's a question of denial. You want to admit to something or you don't want to admit to something. You know, are you protecting your name? Are you protecting something? You don't want it to expose, but then you want to speak out. So you're going to feel like that. And if you're not already there, and if you've already gone through that, then it is going to taper itself out. And when I say from now, between now and October, that is how it will span out for everyone, not just you, the 1 or 2 people who are thinking, well, I've already gone through that, I have to go through it again. No, it's your time. If you feel better now, then you're going through the tapering out. But if you're feeling it building up, well, then yes, you're going through it and you're going to feel it. It's just that. But you need to take it in stride, because certain truths are going to come out. It is divinely guided for one thing. It's definitely divinely guided, and intuition is going to bring it out. It may not be what you want to hear, but it is still the truth. And it is how you deal with it. This is where the Emperor comes in. How you deal with certain truths that are spoken will take you to a whole other level of dealing with anxiety, reputation, and strategy. And this could be, I'm not going to say it's not for work because I don't see a lot of pentacles here, but even with this 9, this independence, this deciding to go it alone or deciding to not go it alone anymore because you found your happiness. There is a happiness here. King and Queen match at the top. Oh, I just mixed up the cards. Let me see. Sorry about that. Let's see. Okay. I'm such a mess today. Okay, I'll just raise this up so you can see a little better. Yeah, okay. So we have it, the outcome brings us to understand that there is a truth, there is a lack, there is a closure, there is a coming in to, I want to get married. Marriage card, King and Queen are matching. So it looks like it's a good match. It does feel like it's a good match from my end, but it's not going to be easy. It's not just, okay, let's get married. You're going to go through a little bit. And don't let go. Don't think, oh, I'm not good enough because it's going to be hard and they don't want. And no, you have to speak your truth. And you will. What's this 5 of Pentacles? Thank you, Spirit. Transformation. You see, the manipulation in itself is you or someone else, because take it as resonate, wanting to put the words out there. Saying, I've changed, I want to do this, I want to do that. See, it's like a forgiveness. Asking for forgiveness or giving of the forgiveness. It's a slow process because things have gone out of balance. And now you want to bring them back. And you're going to do it slowly but surely. Again, listen to the lesson on the 10th and the 11th if you haven't already. And if you did, after listening to this, see if you recognize the connection or that you may need to listen to it again. If it is that you're looking for some form of, not closure, but that reckoning. See where it fits in your life is pretty much what I want to say there. There are going to be people who will not accept your happiness. There's always that chance. Okay, you want something and it's being blocked by someone else. Don't give it up. Don't say, well, because this person wants it, I'm not going to want it. Make your own means to have and find another way around. Be that innovation. It is your destiny. It is your destiny to have this struggle is what it is, because it's a transformation. It's an ending. Whether you are going into a relationship and saying, okay, we're getting married, we're doing it like this and we want that, or you're ending up a relationship saying, you know what, this is not working for me, I don't want it anymore, I want to change my life, I forgive you for whatever, or I forgive us, I forgive myself, I want to build on something else, or you want to be with someone else. It's possible. Don't hide that fact, especially from yourself. If you know you're not interested in someone, then you're not, and then nothing anybody can do to make you interested in them again, or your time for that person is gone, and you need to let it go. And it's not just saying, oh, let it go. Acceptance that it is finished. Acceptance that you need to move on. This was for the 5, sorry. Change, growth, ambition, fairness, because there was unfair behavior. I keep saying behavior, it's not not just for you, I've been saying behavior, but unfair practices that were going on. Destiny is coming in now to say, well, you know what? Payback. Let's see what this Nine of Pentacles is all about. See, there's somebody who doesn't want to be alone anymore. And they're going to bring up all the truth, but they're working on it. They're going to change direction. They're going to heal. They're going to bring down a whole tower. All for an offer. And I have this funny feeling it is to do with the ego. Because that's prominent. Very prominent. I mean, when I say prominent, it's what the energy is projecting over the past few days. And it's all about ego. Again, those lessons. But if it is that you're concerned about a relationship, there is going to be a definite coupling here. I mean, it said it up here. It's saying it here. It says it down here. It says it here. Truth will be told. And that is probably what this knee-jerking sensation is all about. Where you needed to say something that wasn't being said, or you're coming around to understanding the other person a little better. Maybe that's it. But there is, like I said, it's knee-jerk, you know, it happens quickly. You just up and decide, or you just shift. It's just an automatic, oh, okay, let's go this way then. And then you go for an offer, a commitment, the truth about work, about what you're working on, or that you're working on getting to that commitment level. You're healing because there's a tower that has to happen. Be careful for accidents. It's prominent that too. What did I say? The 9. Okay. What is with this Ace? Ace of Swords. What's the Ace of Swords represent? Because there's a truth. I see more truth. The Knave of Swords with the Ace of Swords. So it's an investigation on the truth, and I do say that in the lessons this week. You know, that you need to question the truth, or what you think is true, or what someone is telling you that you're not too sure. You have this inclination that maybe I don't want to hear. Or if you don't want to hear, you need to see why you don't want to hear. Because there's another knave. We have 2 knaves. So this is potential with an ace, which is victory. Okay, that victory is you will get your partner. Because some of you are aiming to get out of relationships, and others of you are aiming to get into relationships. Either way, you will get what you want. If you want to leave a relationship, then you will leave it. If you want to be in one, then you will be in one. See, now we have the Devil. That was the lesson for the 11th. About the Devil here. And then it's the Lover's card. So again, it's a stop and go. And then it's this divine guidance. The Devil is saying you need to do a little research. You need to figure your stuff out and what you really want. And then once you make up your mind, you'll be going in the right direction because you'll be divinely guided. There's a healing. You're recognizing loss is a part of life. And you will take on the adventure of living again. Because for some of you, you did lose. You did lose. And I don't mean just losing in a relationship. I mean things that are dear to you. People that are close to you. Because that satisfaction that you're looking for, it will come. It will come. It will come. But you need to absorb the lessons of loss and reckoning with my life will continue and I want to do this. And then when you decide on it, then that's when you start looking at, oh, I've done this, I've done that. And the 9 cups, you went from 5 cups into 9 cups because You want to have that relationship. Now that is for those of you who want to have a relationship. Others of you are satisfied with what you've had, and you're willing to follow your intuition on what to do next because you are seasoned enough, you've grown enough. Okay? Those of you who do want to be in a relationship, you will make that offer. It will come. It'll take the time it takes to come because you're putting up enough boundaries and you're respecting your own boundaries. It goes a little further. And then there's that justice. There it is. This is where the flip side will happen. Either you go with someone or you go away from someone. It is justified if you choose to not be with the person anymore because you understand what the lesson was that you had to go through with them. You had something to learn with the person that you were with, and once you come to recognizing it, that you recognize the lesson, then life shifts and gives you something else. We cannot stop what's coming, especially when a tower is concerned. We have high arcana, that is major high arcana, closing off of a cycle. This is a cycle in your life. Okay, let's see what that 20 represents. You see, some of you had a third party situation and you found out the truth about it. Now you need to decide what you want to do, if you want to stay or you want to leave. You're bored with it. You don't want a third party and you're going to change. You see, look, that's why it's closing off. You change your perspective. You don't want to be the player. You don't want to be a player. You don't want to live the life of a player anymore. Whether you are with somebody or you're not with somebody, whether you're leaving someone or you are alone, like you're being alone, you're going alone, you're not leaving someone to go with someone else. Not everybody. I mean, those of you who are not interested in anybody else because you've had your turn around with relationships and you want to break, well, Spirit knows, and you will get it because you are going to change your mind. You're going to see not that's what you were refusing to see, but you're going to make sense of why certain things in your life took place in the way that they did. Again, there's a new beginning, see? And you will walk away from the things that give you a hard time. And those of you who want to be in a relationship, you will be in a loving relationship that is not contaminated with third-party situation, because that's why you're leaving. Those of you who are leaving those third-party situations, because you're finding out that truth, and you're saying, you know what, I don't want this. No, I'm out. I'm done. Let's see what this 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, 8 of Swords. That's it. You're leaving, going to peaceful waters, taking your independence, starting afresh. You're getting what you want. You're taking what you want. You say, I don't want this. I want balance in my life. New beginning. That's some of you, the ones who are walking away from a relationship. All right, let's see what the oracle message is for this reading. Sorry. But there it is. It's a mix and a mingling. Those of you who want to be in a relationship, you will be taken to the point of reckoning that you do, and you're going to see all the reasons why, and you're going to get that courage up. You're going to get that will to go forward. Spirit is going to guide you. The moment that you will say to the partner, I want us to be in a relationship, it will be divine timing. Just know that. Those of you who are finding out that you are in a third-party situation, that tower is coming down. You're gonna be made aware. You're following your intuition, and you're going to sit down with it and you say, you know what, I'm not doing this. This is done, and it will not be a hard decision. And then others of you who are looking to be in a relationship, or looking to be alone. You're in a relationship and you want to be alone. That too is going to happen. Just take it as it resonates. Whatever it is you've been planning, Spirit isn't abandoning you. It's taking the time it takes, because we're in a timeline where a reckoning needs to happen first. And that reckoning is to see what the position you play. If you have accepted your part in the relationship, then it will be a smooth sailing, because you would have done half the work. But if you are fighting it and blaming the next person for everything that went wrong with the relationship, then it's going to be a little difficult to finish up. See, there's that 8 community, knowing your place and where you belong, trying to fit in. Those of you who have been struggling, trying to hold a relationship together, sometimes you have to just let it go. If it is meant to be, it will happen. If it may not happen with that particular person, time to go. That card just didn't want to get into the deck. So time to go for some of you. Okay, give me one more card, Spirit. What is the energy? What is the oracle message for this lesson? See, even Spirit is working with me, giving me the cards. There you go. Exchanging gifts. A never-ending story. This is the going around and around and around, where you need to say, okay, I'm done. Take a sit down. Let's read. I don't want to confuse you. Let's read on the exchanging of gifts. That is the 27. And if we were to go one more forward or reverse, you would have been in a happy. So you were in a relationship, and then you found out that this is not what you want. The law of giving and receiving, currency, trade-offs, weighing costs and determining value. This is when you come to realize that this is the relationship I'm in. Is it worthy of me being in this relationship? Am I worthy? Is this other person worthy of having me? Is this other person worthy of being in a relationship with me? They cheated. I cheated. Which is it? You know. Then you follow through with, let's look at the oracle message here. You're entering into a productive and enriching time when all manner of opportunities are being offered to you. You have everything you need to seize them, yet in order to honor them, you must put in the time. Exchange your experience and skills, and commit heart and soul to what you're choosing to pursue. You can do it. You have what it takes to be successful. If you align with the law of giving and receiving, you must engage in a dance to give and take, push and pull, doing and being. If you let fear guide your choices, you will deplete yourself or create an imbalance. This is not a time to just do. Use your currency wisely, and be mindful of the value others bring to your life. So there it is. Pay attention to what part you played in the relationship, if it is that you're looking to break off because of your partner who is probably going through a lot of turmoil. And if it is they cheated on you, then they have to reckon with that, and they have to face up to it. And this is where you're going to have this quarreling if you're not able to speak openly with your partner, or you're feeling your partner is holding back on something, or if you are holding back. I mean, clear the air. This is the time. Clear the air. Help each other. Speak with each other. Listen to the lesson on the 10th and the 11th. It will give a little guidance to helping to maneuver through the turmoil of either leaving a relationship, holding on to a relationship, or letting go of a relationship. Because you'll know where you stand. I thank you for showing up, for your likes, your subscribes, your shares, and your comments. If you don't feel that connectivity with the next person, your significant other, if there is one, then just sit with it. Think, contemplate, see where you can, I don't want to say give more, but give yourself that space to recognize where you want to go and where you're actually headed between you. Because this is personal and this is a relationship regardless. This is a 3-stage relationship. It's either finishing off, beginning, or solidifying. You're leaving it or you're staying with it. I mean, this is a choice. And that's what's going to happen for a lot of us, especially fire signs. A lot of fire signs are going through this right now. You're deciding on the next 20 to 30 years now where the road is that you want to get on. You could always get off the road, but you have to choose the path to walk it. Until our next read, Leo, love and light.